Hello, welcome to a tutorial on Bo Burnham's titled Possible Ending Song from the special Inside. A little disclaimer, I am not a professional music man, so there's a possibility, a very big possibility, that some of the chords that I think he plays are wrong and stuff. And yeah, now that disclaimer is out of the way, let's just get right into this. So, Bo starts off in the key of G, like that. He does it an octave lower, but it comes down to the same thing, and it's more practical for me to play it over here. So, starts off in G. He plays that for a little while before actually starting to sing. Then he starts to sing, and he's still in G. He goes so long, right? He goes so long, and then he goes to B, goodbye, and he holds both these chords for 4 beats compared to when he plays E minor, which is the next chord. He plays that for 2 beats, holds that for 2 beats, I guess, and then he goes down to D, which he also holds for 2 beats. So you've got so long, goodbye, I'll see you when I see you, right? And then he goes down to C, and then he holds that for 2 beats as well. Then he goes down to C minor, holds that for 2 beats as well. Then he goes up to G, holds that for 2 beats as well. And then if you really want to be accurate, you can play a little melody where you can go like boom, 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 right? And then he goes to D. Then he plays a little melody as well where he goes boom, boom. So boom, 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 boom. And then he goes to D, or C, I mean, C, sorry. C, holds that for 4 beats, and yeah. So I'm sorry if I'll be going a bit fast through these like chords, because you can just pause the video, I guess. That's what I always do when I watch a tutorial. So a little recap. He goes so long, goodbye, I'll see you when I see you. You can pick the street, I'll meet you on the other side. And then he goes boom, 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 and holds that for 4 beats. Then he does that 2 times. Only the second time he changes up the last part where he builds up to the chorus. So instead of holding C for 4 beats, he holds it for 2 beats, and for the 2 final beats, he goes up to G and then to G sharp diminished, where he goes, is anybody, right? So he's chilling in C, and he said, did I say that right? And then he's in C, 1, 2, and then is anybody, both chords that you just play for 1 beat. Is anybody, and then he goes to the chorus where he starts off in A minor. Sorry, maybe I should have shown this chord better. Then he goes to the chorus where he starts off in A minor, like that. I'm almost getting out of frame now. Also, let's get this just a bit more like, there we go. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, right. So chorus, A minor, starting off like that. So he goes, so does anybody want, right? 1, 2, E minor, joke, when no one's. F, laughing in the background. So C, D. So yeah, let's recap. He's holding A minor for 2 beats, then he goes down to E minor, holds that for 2 beats, then he goes to F, holds that for 2 beats, and then he goes to C, holds that for 1 beat, and then D, holds that for 1 beat as well. And yeah, then he goes to G, holds that for 2 beats. So this F holds that for 2 beats. This is how D sharp, how it ends, and when he says that, he goes for 1 beat each to C and then A sharp, and then he goes back to G, and he does that chord progression 2 times, the G until A sharp. So he's chilling in G. So this to F. So this is how it ends. Oh, sorry, that's not. It's supposed to be major, not minor. Sorry. So again, so this is how it ends. Back up to G, right? Okay. Then he does that twice, right? I promise I'll never go outside again, and then back up to G. And then when that first chorus is done, he kind of just chills in G for a while again, without singing. Then he does the verse one more time and the chorus one more time with different lyrics. I don't have to explain the song, you get it. And then comes the bridge, which is I wrote down that it's in double time, but I don't actually know if that's the case. But it's kind of more. It's just more like easy for me to register it in my head if I pretend that he plays it at double speed. But I don't even know if that's the right musical term for what he's actually doing. So what he does is he basically he separates the chord into halves, right? And then he plays those two intermittently. Is that the right word? I don't know. He plays those two like that. So he starts off in E minor, then he goes, am I going crazy, right? Then he goes down to D. This is real. The way he changes chords is kind of quick compared to the previous chord progression. So he goes, am I going, and I'm crazy, he goes crazy, right? To C, so E minor to C. Am I going crazy? Or that's not the, whatever. And then he goes up to D, and then he goes to G down here, and he plays that half as long as he played D's. And then he goes up to B, which he also plays half as long. I guess I can explain that really badly, but basically what he does is right? Is that yeah, is that clear? I don't know. I think it is, right? You can kind of just see it, right? And he goes to here, and he goes to here, and he goes up. I'm sorry, I'm also really not in a great position to be really flexible with the piano, but I think you understand it, right? So am I going? Shit, I'm completely fuck. That's completely wrong. Scratch what I played last time. Instead of G, it has to be E minor. So, am I going crazy? Right back where I started 14 years ago. And then it goes back up to E minor. Sorry for making that mistake a little. It's E minor, not G. There's so many G's in the song, I forget where. Okay, so then the bridge is done. He goes like, right back where I started 14 years ago. Will it ever end, or something like that? And then he says, I swear to God, all I've ever wanted was a little bit of everything all the time. And that's the fun part about this song. Learning this song, you also get to learn a bunch of other songs from the special. First one being A Little Bit of Everything All the Time / the internet song, right? And that one starts off with E minor, a little bit of everything all of the time. That's back to normal time. It's not as fast anymore, not the way he changes, not the pace at which he changes his chords anymore anyway. So a little bit of everything all of the time is in E minor. Then he goes to A minor, a little bit of everything all of the time, and then he goes to F sharp diminished. Apathy is a tragedy and boredom is a crime. And then he goes to B, a little bit of everything all of the time. So recapping that, a little bit of everything all of the time, a little bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime, a little bit of everything. And then the melodies all of the time. But that doesn't really matter. Okay, then healing the world with comedy is the next motive he uses, which is so a little bit of everything all of the time. Then he goes C. It's like, oh shit. And he goes to G. I'm joking at a time like this, or something like that. I don't know the lyrics. Maybe I should know those for the tutorial. Whatever. C. Oh shit. Should I be joking at a time like this? Yeah, right. Okay, now I know it. And he doesn't say those lyrics, but you go C, you go G, you go D, you go E minor, half as long as you do the other chords, E minor, D, and then you go to the next thing. But basically, he does that 3 times, right? So, oh shit, are you really? Sorry. Oh shit, I'm really joking at a time like this. Fuck, I am so bad at this. Are you joking at a time like this? Right? And then yeah, that a couple times. So again, C 4 beats, G 4 beats, D 4 beats, E minor 2 beats, D 2 beats, and then the final part, which I think is the best part, is the motive from trying to be funny while stuck in a room, or at least the final part of that. Now this one is the one I had to struggle the hardest with, and there is a big chance that this is not completely right. But what I think he does is the lyrics are like, well, look who's inside again, right? So he goes, first of all, this one, D again, it's the same as this, right? But this, D, well, and then he goes E minor, look who's inside again, right? And then he goes to A, I don't know, and then D again, come out of hiding again. I don't fucking know the lyrics anymore. So D for I don't know, the tempo at which he plays this is kind of weird. It's kind of like a waltz. So I don't really know if it's 4 beats or 6 beats, but basically he plays this for a full duration, let's say. Then he plays this E minor for a full duration, let's also say. Then he plays A for a full duration, let's say. And then he plays D for a half duration and A for a half duration, right? So, well, look who's inside again. Right? And then he finally does the start of that is again. You can also you can kind of go further down with these chords if you want to. I think he does that as well, but I want to keep it in Vision, so that's why I'm playing them over here. Sorry, so he does that again to A, but instead of going D, A this time, he does that little thing where he goes, come put your hands up, we've got you surrounded thing, something like that. And what he does there is the bass here is too far out. So in the bass he plays this, this, this. But again, he plays it like a waltz. It's really weird. He goes, I'm gonna go in another octave higher because it's easier for me. He goes, or sorry, minor. So boom, 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 boom. Right? Um, I completely forget the lyrics, but he's like, now come put your hands up, we've got you surrounded. I don't know the names of one of these chords, but basically it's B minor, and then it's a, I don't know what the name of this chord exactly is. I tried looking it up, but it's G minor sharp 7, I think, but it's without the actual G sharp. So it's kind of weird. It's basically like that. So oh, sorry, like that. So come put your hands up, we've, and then he goes to here, and this is basically just D, really simple. We've got you surrounded, and on rounded he goes to G minor. I think that should be clear. If not, I apologize. I'm not a music teacher, so yeah. But this will get you started.